Cancer, welcome to your hopes, fears, and reality spread. As per usual, you can click right on that description box below, and it will talk about the significance of the spread as well as the placement of each card. Here we go. Cancer, you're hoping for an easy transition. You've had some very difficult transitions very recently, so you're hoping that this one will come easy, with very little give and take, okay? You're recognizing a need for a major change, be it a change in lifestyle, be it a change in location, be it a change in vocation. You want this new change to come with a little less bumps in the road as these changes have in the past. What you fear is the missed opportunity in order to create the roadmap that it takes to get there. So you kind of feel like you're fearing that you already started off on the wrong foot. The reality of the situation is that things are very unbalanced, okay? And that there has been a disruption in your foundation. And what I mean by that is there's some outside force that has come in and made you restructure your value system. Okay? This made you question your beliefs. And because you're questioning your beliefs, you feel that everything you do is a little off and a little out of balance. You're used to following your gut and you don't feel like you can trust your gut right now. You can't really fall back on traditions and old habits either. So it's funny because you're hoping to welcome in this change. But it's like you lost your compass. You know what I mean? Which makes you feel like you're moving forward and you just don't know what you're doing. Like you're just making it up as you go along. So because there's no plan, you're nervous. It's a very nervous feeling I get. Like my shoulders are tensing up from the feeling that I get from these cards. Ooh. The reality is a lot of changes have already been made. And you're kind of in this fake it till you make it energy vibe. But in all honesty, you feel like you're headed in the right direction. Despite the fears, and despite the lack of compass and roadmap, you know, despite the lacking of a plan, this transition is coming in and it feels good. Yeah, see? As you start to put the little pieces together, you went into this not having all the pieces or not knowing what you were putting together. But as you come up with more pieces and as you start to put the puzzle together, it helps heal these old wounds from the past. And you recognize that you're forging a brand new path. And it's honestly, I have to say, your fear of not having a roadmap and not having a compass is probably just nervousness because in the past you've always planned things out meticulously, but you've let yourself down in those things. So this right here is showing me a leap of faith. It's like you're kind of putting your trust in the universe or in God to be like, you know what? I'm not 100% sure what I'm doing, but I'm going to keep moving forward and I'm going to look for those signs and I'm going to make little systematic changes instead of this big grand plan that I cannot fulfill for myself. I'm just going to move forward and as things come up, I will deal with those things in particular. And look what just came up on the bottom of the deck. This is the card of independence within your resources. So your health, your wealth, how you leverage your network, how you spend your time, anything that can be considered a resource, you're feeling very independent in that because you're not putting a constriction on yourself. That's what's leaving you open to opportunities. Sometimes you focus so much on the plan, Cancer, that you don't see the better things or the better opportunities that are available. This blind faith that you have where you're moving forward with very systematic changes that will give you the hope of an easier transition because what you're doing is you're leaving yourself wiggle room. Okay? You're not giving yourself a really specific target like a bullseye. You're just kind of saying, I'm going to head in a northwesty direction. You know what I mean? So there is no There is no precise goal. There's just a general direction that you need to get to. And as you go in that general direction, you'll start to read the signs and be able to add more precision as you move. Because you're not giving yourself a specific plan, you have the wiggle room to make those small adjustments as you go. Cancer, I know it makes you nervous not to have a game plan. But this is one of those situations where you have to put a little bit of blind faith into God, into the universe, into spirit, into yourself, and just move forward. I hope you found a message that serves your highest good, and I'll see you next week.